Good evening, and I just came back from the shooting. Oh, don't mistake me. My shooting is actually a filming. That is what I meant, shooting. And we had a wonderful shooting today, and I was in North Georgia mountains. We were filming the new film, and I'll tell you more about that later sometime in once everything progress. What actually bothers me is now, once again, there is a mass shooting in America. This time in San Bernardino, 14 people were shot and killed, and 17 got wounded. Two suspects were apprehended and they were shot and killed by the police. One is a male, one is a female. We don't know yet what kind of a nationality or a race they belong to. All we know that they were wearing a military type of fatigues, a uniform, and they had assault rifles, and they were well prepared. And there was a third suspect is detained. We don't know still whether he's really a third suspect or he was someone who was trying to flee the scene and he was caught. We don't know. So investigation is going on. And what? This is December 2nd, and 28 more days there to complete this year. So, which means 365 days, right? But up to this time, in this year alone, 351 mass shooting, which means one shooting per day. 12 shootings last week and two mass shooting today. So people now already started talking about a Second Amendment rights. I actually totally strongly support the Second Amendment. But this is nothing to do with the Second Amendment at all. As President Obama said, gun control is important. Who should have a gun, who should not have a gun. But that does not mean that we totally abolish the Second Amendment rights. So we should have a proper scrutiny and who should buy the gun, who can have a gun. And even if you take away the Second Amendment rights, do you think tomorrow this country will be free of a gun? No, because we have a hell a lot of a gun in this country per capita. Probably that 5 or 6 gun. I have a friend who is a criminal attorney, and he doesn't even have a child. He has only pets, all kind of a bird and cats and dogs. He and his wife lives there in their house, and he owns 18 guns. It comes from assault rifle to handguns. In every room and every door, you can see actually a gun is hanging. And there's a bedroom under his mattress, and under his pillow there is a gun. And in a couch and TV room, he has a gun. So that's where America is. So it has nothing to do with Second Amendment rights at all. It's all about gun control. As President Obama said, we should have a strict gun control. And that's about it tonight to talk. So I actually want to quote from Khalil Gibran. And he actually says very interestingly, and it actually fits for this situation too. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. As simple as that, right? We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. Khalil Gibran. So that's where it is. But I'm also appalled by the CNN is going on in the back, and they were already started talking about this must be Islamic terrorism. We don't know, because the police chief, any question they asked him, he said, you don't know. And we don't even know the nationality and race of those people. But that's what it is tonight. But anyway, so let us hope and pray that tomorrow going to be a better day for us, right? So we choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them, right? Good night.